Morning. Today could be the hottest day of 2026 so far, at least. We have multiple alert days in front of us because of heat, because of smoke. More fires could pop up across the map a little bit later this week. First, let's talk about the smoke aspect of this as we're watching a couple different plumes of smoke. We see air quality that's unhealthy for sensitive groups in Franklin County, for a lot of Walla Walla County. I'd say in totality, this is probably the best air quality we've seen for Umatilla County since the inception of the Hagen fire. Okay, temperatures out there this morning, it's still balmy. You see the low 70s for the Blue Foothills, a little bit cooler for the Tri-Cities and Yakimas. We're at 60 and 67 respectively. For today, for the Tri-Cities, see, we're going to be closer to 105 as opposed to 100 if the smoke doesn't have something to say about it. I think that could maybe make some spots a little bit cooler, but in general, triple digits today for lower elevations. And we'll have a lot more to say about the air quality reductions and the chance for more fires later in the week coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Ahead, a father calls his young daughter his angel, but his actions sparked an Amber Alert across the region. This morning, we'll tell you how this story took a turn. Then Pasco pumps the brakes on data center development, the recent vote by City Council that's giving leaders time to answer critical questions. Plus, sleep terrain and inaccessible areas are making fighting fires challenging. We'll tell you the latest efforts to protect your community.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Zoe Salas. Following up here on the manhunt for Matthew Sussmilch is over. He is the man at the center of an Amber Alert out of Kennewick that went out Saturday night for his 4-year-old daughter. Sussmilch met over with our very own Austin Reed in the parking lot of the Kennewick Corrections Department late Tuesday afternoon before turning himself in. On July 18th, Tri-City SWAT spent much of the day on Conway Place, where they later realized Sussmilch and his daughter had already left. Grace was later picked up safely in Pasco and returned to family early Sunday morning. This is what Matthew wants everyone to know about the situation.
So, how you feeling?
Nervous, but I'd be all right. You know, I've been through worse. Yeah, I told my PO, I don't trust these cops out here. Like, especially if it's a welfare check and then the SWAT, and then, okay, something's not right. So then I turn my daughter in, and they don't say I turned my daughter in. They say they found her. Nah, come on, there's something, that ain't right. Say I turned my daughter in, say what it is. You know what I mean? Why are you making me look like a monster? What is that? I'm not a monster.
Tell me about Grace.
Oh, she's amazing, man. She's my angel. She's my angel.
Before Matthew turned himself in, our very own Austin Reed spoke with him via FaceTime. You can see on your screen right here. This is when he said he was ready to surrender. Early on Tuesday, the Benton County Prosecutor's Office saw a warrant for Sussmilch's arrest. A Benton County Superior Court judge authorized the warrant for this investigation. This included the charges of second-degree assault, domestic violence with an aggravating circumstances allegation, first-degree kidnapping, and felony harassment threatened to kill. Kennewick detectives have taken custody of Sussmilch, and he will be booked into the Benton County Jail on the warrant for this investigation, along with a Department of Corrections warrant. Taking a turn over here into your fire watch this morning, we're going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbrith with the Hagen Fire. Josh, what do you got?
Yeah, the Hagen fire is one of 3 fires, large fires burning in Umatilla County, but with the Paradise fire and with the Horse Ridge fire, these are, well, they don't have any evacuations with them. So we're going to spend all of our time and energy on the Hagen fire for this morning, as this one is now officially above 6,000 acres. No word on containment, but I have a feeling it's probably closer to 0% than 100% just because of all the active hotspots that are burning across this fire. Okay, and the evacuations remaining the same, but still there is a threat to life and property here. Let's try to get it. There we go. So this level 3 go now evacuation boundary in place for Bingham Springs to the south there, to the east of Gibbon. Outside of that, level 2 be set. Outside of that, level 1 be ready. And Umatilla County, per usual, uses the zone system. So these are all the zones in that level 3 go now evacuation. These are the zones where you still have to be packed. You have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. And then these are the zones where you need to just kind of be on standby for now. So that doesn't mean anything if you don't know your zone. So in Umatilla County, to know your zone, go to protect.genesis.com/search. And with more information on this fire, send it right back to Zoe.
All right, thank you, Josh. As you were just saying, the Hagen Fire remains active 9 miles southwest of Tollgate, Oregon. Officials say it burned through Monday night, which led to spot fires, which subsequently smoke jumpers were withdrawn from a nearby fire to the east. Officials believe the protection of structures were strengthened due to the State Fire Marshal's office providing additional resources. The Umatilla County Sheriff's Office says emergency shelter is available to residents at Blue Mountain Community College. This is located at 2411 Northwest Cardin Avenue in Pendleton. Moving into the Paradise Fire now, which officials say is continuing to show moderate activity. This blaze is impacting Wallowa, Columbia, Walla Walla, and Umatilla counties. Officials say there is a Walla Walla Incident Command Post with an Athena operating base to help firefighters remain close to the activity. Officials confirmed they're seeing progress in removing brush from the roadways and preparing the surface of roads for fire traffic. Officials also say that the Horse Ridge Fire only grew slightly. Both these fires remain active in inaccessible and steep terrain, but officials say they continue to present a risk to communities and structures. In your crime alert this morning, the Ellensburg Police Department is investigating reports of mail theft. During the weekend, residents called to say their mail had been stolen in the Bluegrass, Bridgewood, and Stonebridge neighborhoods. The thefts are believed to have happened overnight, from July 17th to the morning hours of July 18th. A resident in the area provided officers with surveillance footage of a suspect vehicle. One officer recognized the car and later found it. During the stop, the officer observed multiple pieces of mail inside and several stolen packages. The driver was arrested for felony mail theft, and police say another person was also arrested and booked for mail theft as well, along with additional charges related to an unrelated case. Pasco City Council paused new data center development for the next 6 months. During that time, the city will not process permits or business licenses for data center projects. Council member Leo Perales proposed the moratorium after residents raised concerns about how these facilities could affect the community. The city wants answers about power grid capacity, water resources, and wastewater agreements before moving forward.
We're not looking at 6 months as a finish line that we have to have something. If we don't have all the, all of our questions answered, then we'll just extend it. We just want to assure the community that we are doing our due diligence here.
As the city takes this time to carefully weigh out the pros and cons of data centers, they encourage people to attend city council meetings and voice their concerns. And when we return here on Good Morning Northwest, the U.S. has now attacked Iran for 11 straight nights. This morning, we'll break down what this war is costing America. And your time right now is 6:06, taking a live look out into Yakima. If you can see on your screen, we are still seeing some very smoky skies ahead of this Wednesday. It's still an alert day, and we're looking at more alert days this week. So stay with us. Everything you need to know to stay safe out there when we return.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Bath Planet brings life back to your bathroom with expert remodeling, custom designs, fast installation. And right now, save $1,000. Call for a free estimate today. 509-851-0669.
The little pill with a big story to tell.
Jardiance plays a role in my story, too. I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well with Jardiance, a once-daily pill that helps lower my A1C. It works 24/7 in the body to flush out some sugar.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death, too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is a little pill with a big story to tell. And if you ask me, it's pretty swell. Action!
Struggling with heartburn or reflux? At Prosser Digestive Health Motility Center, Dr. Amber Sharon and our experienced team offer Bravo pH testing to help get real answers. This minimally invasive test measures acidity levels in your esophagus using a small wireless capsule. Bravo pH testing can help your provider better understand your symptoms and create a treatment plan tailored to your needs. Ask your provider for a referral to Prosser Digestive Health Motility Center. Call 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some. Gimme Some Bagels.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We are really in the thick of it now when it comes to the heat, as today is going to be the hottest day of 2026, at least so far. And we're going to continue to keep it around triple digits through Friday. Here's what it's going to look like for today in the Yakima Valley. Mid-90s by lunchtime, then up around 100 degrees for 4 p.m. So for today, looking at 104 for the Tri-Cities, 104 for Hermiston, 104 for the Hanford site, 102 in Yakima, 101 in Ellensburg. And then for tonight, many of us are going to have a hard time even dipping below 70 degrees, which isn't really going to give us that opportunity to air out like we need to. And we'll keep it, like I said, we'll keep it around 100 through Friday, much more normal temperatures for Saturday and beyond. Still going to be toasty out there, around 90 degrees, but at least it'll be a little bit cooler. So here's how to prep for the extreme heat, plan cooling options. There's some cooling centers open, check cooling systems. You do not want your AC to be broken right now, that's for sure. Stock hydration supplies, no heat risk, especially knowing the difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke. We'll talk about those differences at length coming up a little bit later in the show, but there are more risk when it comes to the smoke. Also, there are more risk when it comes to, we could see additional fires popping up across the map a little bit later this week. We'll talk about both those things coming up in a few minutes.
We now know how much the U.S. has spent on the war in Iran and how much more money could be needed. We're also hearing from the loved ones of 3 American soldiers killed over the weekend. ABC's Karen Wall reports.
Good morning. The U.S. attacked Iran for the 11th night in a row. ABC News asked President Trump, what's the goal of the constant strikes? And how will this all end? It's the 11th straight night that the U.S. has attacked Iran. New video this morning shows warplanes taking off from an aircraft carrier, hitting Iranian targets. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth tells Congress the war has cost more than $37 billion. The administration now asking for another $67 billion. Some Democratic lawmakers furious.
The Trump administration's efforts have been an utter and complete failure to win this war to this point.
Your characterization of this incredible effort as a failure is reckless.
I use the word failure to their leaders. You, sir, are the failure.
ABC's Mary Bruce asked President Trump how it will all end.
So what, you know something that I don't know? Do you know something I don't know?
Well, tell us.
I will tell you, they want to desperately meet.
But Trump has repeatedly said this over the 5 months of the war, in which 18 service members have died.
And now President Trump is issuing a new threat to strike Pickaxe Mountain, which is a site near one of Iran's main nuclear enrichment facilities. If the U.S. does this, Iran's military warns it could target any American entity in the region. All right, coming up here on Good Morning Northwest, switching gears as we have an alert day ahead of us. We are looking at a live look into Pasco. Lots of smoky skies still in the area, so stay with us. Everything you need to know to stay safe out there on this Wednesday when we return.
Vance has been keeping homes comfortable since 1986. We've got you covered for heating, cooling, and electric. We do it all. Maintenance, repair, and installation. Just give us a call. We'll be right there. Our professional technicians fix it right and fix it fast. We guarantee you'll be happy with our equipment and service. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Whiskey Myers, August 24th, Legends Casino Hotel. Whiskey Myers Live. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Whiskey Myers.
Struggling with heartburn or reflux? At Prosser Digestive Health Motility Center, Dr. Amber Sharon and our experienced team offer Bravo pH testing to help get real answers. This minimally invasive test measures acidity levels in your esophagus using a small wireless capsule. Bravo pH testing can help your provider better understand your symptoms and create a treatment plan tailored to your needs. Ask your provider for a referral to Prosser Digestive Health Motility Center. Call 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org.
Now earn up to 4 times the rewards with the ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card. It's the credit card from the credit union you love.
It's time to lose your generic weather app. Scan this QR code to download the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, the app you need from the team you trust.
The Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. Only one station is on your side. Apple Valley News Now.
Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. His forecasts detail the microclimates in our area. He loves the challenge of weather science and bringing accurate forecasts home to you. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We'll continue to have bad air quality until further notice, until we get some better containment on some of these fires. Not just the Hagen fire, but the fires that are burning to the north of us, the fires that are burning to the south of us as well. So that's giving us one big conglomerate smoke plume here. And we're thinking that the worst air quality will be in Benton County, Franklin County, Walla Walla, Umatilla, and Morrow counties. That's not to say that the air quality is going to be perfect in Kittitas or Yakima counties, but we'll see. If you cut our viewing area in half, it would be the eastern half of our viewing area that would see the worst air quality over the next 48 hours. And then to add insult to injury, could see some more fires popping up across the map a little bit later this week, because the setup's going to be very similar to what we saw last week. Extremely dry vegetation, lightning chances, could see some holdover fires. So the vegetation dryness, again, it's being maxed out on our scale for the northern blues, for lower elevations, and for the Cascades. Now, in the next half hour, we'll show you futurecast, but just know that for the mountains, the better thunderstorm chances for today are going to be up in the Cascades. For tomorrow, they're going to be in the blues. But for lower elevations, just low-end thunderstorm chances, perhaps some in the valleys for tonight, and then a little bit more widespread for tomorrow. You can see hour by hour rain chances and thunderstorm chances for your exact location by downloading our weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, so any lightning fires that do spark up would have the tendency to spread quickly on Thursday. And then if we saw holdover fires, those would most likely pop up on Friday. It's going to be pretty gusty for Friday as well. And then the gustiest day of this sequence is going to be Saturday. So on top of lightning fires, we could see human-caused fires starting or spreading quickly as well. And that would ultimately contribute to even worse air quality. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Triple digits through Friday. Dangerous fire weather lasting through Saturday. In Yakima, highs around 100 over the next few days. A thunderstorm or two possible Wednesday night, Thursday, and Thursday night. For Ellensburg, the winds start to pick up this evening with the windiest stretch of weather lasting through Saturday. Then for Hermiston, hazy to smoky over the next 48 hours at least, thankfully turning cooler by Saturday. It's still going to be 90 degrees. Then for Walla Walla, dealing with heat, smoke, and dangerous fire weather over the next handful of days.
All right, well, we've got a crazy week ahead of us, but we are in the hottest day of the week today, right?
Hottest day of the year.
Hottest day of the year.
So far.
So far. As of now. All right, well, coming up here when we get back, layoffs, loss, and a major film release are impacting Hollywood this week. Stay with us. We'll have your entertainment news coming up after this.
The clock is ticking. Walker's Furniture and Mattress must make room for the biggest furniture delivery of the year.
Which means hundreds of items have to go immediately. Save up to 70% off floor models, closeouts, discontinued styles, and clearance items.
New collections are already arriving and we need space. But once these incredible deals are gone, they're gone for good. Shop now and pay over time with special financing for 5 years with no money down.
During the inventory reduction sale this week at Walker's.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Listen to the heartbeat of America.
Whatever your day calls for, there's a Chevy to take it on. Trucks strong enough to handle the job. SUVs to bring out your best and bring everyone along. And value where it counts.
Right now, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models with no monthly payments for 90 days. See your community Chevy dealers.
Feeling dizzy, off balance, or worried about falling? You don't have to just live with it. At the Pacific Campus, Alex Trowbridge DPT is accepting new patients and specializes in vestibular therapy, treating vertigo, dizziness, and balance issues. And here's something many patients don't realize. You can choose where you go for physical therapy. Choose the PC. We also treat gait and balance, pain management, and even pool therapy. Ask your doctor to refer you to physical therapy at the PC with Alex Trowbridge DPT.
Welcome back for your entertainment news. From tragedy to major industry changes, there is a range of entertainment news today.
Yeah, so here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
We were playing, and then the world started changing.
The studio behind the blockbuster Toy Story 5 is being hit by layoffs. Variety, The Hollywood Reporter, and other industry outlets report Disney is cutting hundreds of jobs, with Pixar being especially hard hit. Other Disney departments facing cutbacks include ESPN and National Geographic.
What are you going to do?
Full disclosure to the whole world. The truth is coming home. Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day is out now on digital platforms and lands on 4K, Blu-ray, and DVD on August 25th, with extras including an in-depth look at the making of the film and a tribute to Spielberg's 30th collaboration with iconic composer John Williams.
Well, the director told me to do it, and when the camera's on me, I just kind of imagined what Kong would do or what he would look like.
Young actress Kaylee Huddle has died in a car crash. Her father announced the news on Facebook, as did the Texas School for the Deaf, where Huddle was a senior. She was known for her roles in Godzilla vs. Kong and Godzilla Kong: The New Empire. Kaylee Huddle was 18. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Well, that is just awful. I haven't particularly seen the Godzilla movies. Have you?
I saw the one that came out in 2014, and Bryan Cranston was in the trailer.
Oh,
and
okay.
he Spoiler alert, he dies within the first 10 minutes.
No.
So that was a little disappointing.
And then you're like, I don't want to watch it anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, makes sense. All right, when we come back here on Good Morning Northwest, the Yakima Police Department releases its quarterly public safety update. The story the numbers are telling. Plus, Boardman's police facility is outgrowing its current location. What officials are now proposing that will likely need voter approval when we come back on Good Morning Northwest.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Even if you have moderate to severe eczema, you can feel the rhythm, feel the flow. And Dupixent helps you feel the heal. It helps calm the key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Some adults saw fast itch relief after the first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Many even saw 90% clear skin. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Stay ahead of eczema and help heal your skin from within. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent today.
The temperature's hot, and so are the deals during the July celebration. Now at Overturf Kia in Pasco, a great selection of hybrid vehicles, including Sportage, Sorento, as well as Telluride, are in stock and ready for summer adventures. Test drive a 2026 Kia Sorento EX Hybrid with advanced safety features with an EPA combined fuel economy rating of 34 mpg. Priced at just $38,733. Overturf Kia, just south of Highway I-182 at the Road 100 Broadmoor Boulevard exit on St. Thomas Drive in Pasco.
Amanda McKinney is the conservative fighter Central Washington needs. She led the fight to protect Central Washington's water supply, standing up to the bureaucrats threatening farmers and businesses. And when it comes to protecting taxpayers, Amanda McKinney is as tough as they come. She uncovered millions in government fraud, and in Congress, she'll do the same. August 4th, vote Trump-endorsed Amanda McKinney. American Mission is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts and C-Bombs proudly award Cataly a new bike.
Well, this girl does not sit still, so I'm sure she is going to be enjoying her summer with her brand new bike.
To learn more, click on Bikes for Tykes at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Ready to move to the music and savor the munchies? Join Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity for the 9th annual Music and Munchies, Saturday, September 19th at the Reach Museum in Richland. Doors open at 4:30 p.m. Tap your toes to live music, taste local bites, and bid in the silent auction. Presented by Tri-County Partners and Peton Wealth. Every bite and every beat helps build safe, affordable homes. See you under the stars.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Wednesday morning, and thank you for spending your time with us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Zoe Salas, and it's an alert day today, and also a very hot day today. Josh, what can you tell us?
Yeah, why isn't it an alert day for today? We got heat, we got the smoke, and then for Thursday through Saturday, there's going to be the potential for lightning fires and human-caused fires, which could make this map light up a little bit more, which is what we don't want to see. We want to see this be all green. I think it's going to be a journey to get there for the rest of this summer. So the air quality unhealthy for sensitive groups, at least for pretty much all of Franklin County, a good chunk of Walla Walla County, then a little bit of Umatilla County as well. We'll continue to track this throughout the rest of this morning. Temperatures out there, I mean, already in the low 70s for the Blue Foothills, a little bit cooler for the Tri-Cities, 60 at the airport, 67 in Yakima. And so for today in Yakima, we're thinking we're going to hit 100 degrees if the smoke doesn't make us perhaps a little bit cooler. But I'm thinking other than that, for all lower elevation spots, we'll bounce between 100 to 105. Could be the hottest day of 2026 so far. Speaking of the smoke, fires, we got a few big ones in Umatilla County. The Paradise Fire and the Horse Ridge Fire not posing any evacuations, so for now we'll focus on the fire that is prompting evacuations. The Hagen Fire, which is burning to the south of Bingham Springs to the east of Gibbon. Active hotspots still burning all over the perimeter with this one, and it's now just a touch above 6,000 acres. No word on containment, but I have a feeling it's probably closer to 0 than 100%. So level 3 go now evacuation still in place for Bingham Springs to the south of there to the east of Gibbon. Outside of that, level 2 be set. Outside of that, level 1 be ready. And again, Umatilla County uses the zone system. So these are the level 3 go now zones. This is where there's the biggest threat to life and property. Here are the zones where you need to be packed up. You need to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. And then the level 1 precautionary evacuations. This is where you need to be paying very close attention to the situation. We have all those zones and all the levels posted online at applevalleyNewsNow.com. It doesn't mean anything if you don't know your zone. So for Umatilla County to know your zone, go to protect.genesis.com/search. I'll have a lot more to say about this fire coming up a little bit later in the show.
All right, thank you. Into Yakima here, the Yakima Police Department says several public safety trends are moving in the right direction. City leaders just received the police department's public safety quarterly update. Police Chief Sean Boyle told Council that the city recorded 1 deadly traffic collision this quarter. This is down from 3 during the same period last year. Boyle also said the city was seeing 1 homicide so far this year, while officers continue to target impaired driving with more than 600 DUI arrests made last year. The chief also highlighted that recent drug and gang investigations, including the seizure of about 18 pounds of meth, 12 ounces of cocaine, and more than $217,000 in cash, and 16 arrests through the department's DEA task force. And over into Oregon, we're learning more about the city of Boardman's new police station. Boardman's population has grown from about 3,500 to nearly 6,000 people over the past 2 decades. City leaders say that the current headquarters has outgrown its space inside City Hall. After studying an expansion, officials are now exploring a proposal for a 3-story, 40,000 square foot civic center that could house the police department, planning department, and a new court. City staff estimate that the project would cost about $30 million, which would likely require a voter-approved bond. And then over into Sunnyside, the rules for accessing public records are now changing. Sunnyside City Manager Pat Haley says recent media exposure has triggered a flood of public record requests, and the city doesn't have the manpower to keep it up. To manage the workload, the city is implementing a new policy.
We have 5 days to respond that we've received your request. And then after that 5 days, we give you an estimate of how long it'll take to provide the information that you're requesting. And you might get it in samplings or various phases. But by changing the policy, it allowed us to lengthen the amount of time that we have to respond in fulfilling those requests.
Haley says this shift is becoming a necessity as some individuals are now making a profession out of filing requests to find gaps that lead to lawsuits. Also, the city of Sunnyside is taking another look at its 6-year transportation plan. The interim city manager says this is a step the city takes every year. He also adds that if the city receives any public funding through things like grants, they need to have a plan that establishes projects in the upcoming year. He says the city of Sunnyside is focusing on improving some roads through this plan. When we return here on Good Morning Northwest, Washington State is taking action against online betting. The site, a judge has found, that is likely breaking the law. And your time right now is 6:32. Taking a live look out into Pasco this morning. It's an alert day still this week, and everything you need to know to stay safe out there as air quality still isn't healthy. So stay with us when we return after this.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Save through July 27th with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Pick one up in store today. Shasta and LaCroix 12-packs are buy two, get one free, making them just $3.99 each when you buy 3. Save on all Ball 12-count pint and quart-size canning jars. Levi Strauss Signature Men's Carpenter Pants are $16.99. And find Chevron 1-gallon 15W40 Dello diesel oil for $13.99. 3 weeks of store-wide savings continue through Monday the 27th, only at Bi-Mart.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well.
Jardiance. It's the little pill with a big story to tell.
As time went on, it was easy to see.
I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death, too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is really swell. The little pill with a big story to tell.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
Warm months bring dangerous storms, many with lightning.
With advanced forecasting technology, trust the First Alert Weather Team to keep you ahead of the storm and help keep your family safe.
First Alert Weather.
Only one station.
Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Apple Valley News Now is Yakima.
Apple Valley News Now is Pendleton.
Apple Valley News Now is Tri-Cities.
From the Blues to the Cascades, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. We're Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It's going to be hot for today. That's an understatement. It could be the hottest day of 2026 so far, and we'll continue to keep it around 100 through Friday. So here's your day planner for today for the Tri-Cities. 77 degrees by 8, mid-90s by lunchtime, and then up into the triple digits for the hottest part of the day. So I'm thinking 104 for the Tri-Cities, 102 in Yakima, 101 for Ellensburg, and then really all lower elevation spots going to end up in the triple digits. Now, some spots might be locally a little bit cooler because of the smoke. That is the only good thing about the smoke. Okay, so highs staying above 100, either at or above 100 through Friday for the Tri-Cities, then dropping back down to more normal stuff, low to mid 90s for Saturday through Tuesday. We'll definitely take that. It is imperative that you know the difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke over these next few days. Knowing the difference might save your life. So you see several points here, but the main points I want to hit on would be the sweating. There's excessive sweating with heat exhaustion, no sweating with heat stroke, and your skin's going to be cool, pale, and clammy with heat exhaustion, red hot, and dry with heat stroke. You can find this list posted online at applevalleyNewsNow.com. The call to action, very important as well. With heat exhaustion, the main thing I want to point out is drink water if fully conscious, but with heat stroke, it's too late to drink any water. You have to call 911 ASAP. Okay, that's one threat that we'll see over the next few days. Air quality being reduced and fire weather, dangerous fire weather coming back for Thursday through Saturday. We'll talk about both those things coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Josh. Getting into the popular online betting site Kalshi is under hot water in Washington state after a judge found the company is likely violating state law. Kalshi is a prediction market, meaning you can bet on almost anything. But according to the state's Attorney General's office, the site violates the Washington Gambling Act and Consumer Protection Act, something a judge now says is likely true. It's possible the state could ban Kalshi altogether, but not all residents are happy about that.
If they want to gamble on the phone, let them. You know, somebody might become lucky and hit $1 million. I hope they remember me when they do, but yeah, I got quite a few friends that do the online gambling clear up to the peninsula.
And the court plans to give a final order against Kalshi on August 5th in order to give the Attorney General's office time to plan what exactly comes next. And when we come back here on Good Morning Northwest, it's time for your morning sprint. We've got everything you need to know for this Wednesday. We're taking a live look out into Pasco. It's still an alert day today. Everything you need to know safety-wise going into these fire danger concerns that we are heading into for the rest of the week when we come back.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel provides the full spectrum of orthopedic care.
A lot of times when I talk to patients, they're in so much pain that they can't do their hobbies. We can use the machine to balance the knee before we make any bony resections, and then that will hopefully translate to a faster recovery and a better, more natural feeling knee.
To learn more about services including robotic joint replacement at Prosser Orthopedic Center, visit prosserhealth.org.
This Nissan lineup goes where you take it. Trucks and SUVs built with grit, guts, and traction to back it up. That's the power of a Nissan. Now's the time to drive. Nissan, Consumer Guide's most awarded brand 5 years in a row. Get 0% APR for 60 months or get up to $5,750 total savings on select Frontier trims.
Congratulations, Grace. You just won $1,000 for the Tri-Cities Industry Kiwanis Club as part of our Volunteers Count program. STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Bath Planet brings life back to your bathroom with expert remodeling, custom designs, fast installation, and right now, save $1,000. Call for a free estimate today, 509-851-0669.
Ready, set, summer with the Honda Summer Event. With available features like all-terrain tires, off-road tuned suspension, and Trail Watch. Honda has all you need to get summer ready as the most fuel-efficient full-line automaker in America. Right now, you can get a 2.49% APR on a 2026 CR-V.
Don't be worried or overwhelmed with moving into a retirement home. Piper Barton is your turnkey resource for premier 55-plus communities. From repairs and packing to prepping, listing, and selling your current home, all managed with white glove care. Piper Barton delivers quality resources and smooth timelines. You can expect discretion, clarity, and results from start to sold. Sit down and have a simple conversation with Piper Barton about next steps today.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We do have alert days in place until further notice because of the smoke because of the bad air quality. We're thinking that the worst air quality is going to be in Benton County, Franklin County, Walla Walla County, Morrow County, and Umatilla County, at least over the next 48 hours, because we're contending with smoke plumes to our south, smoke plumes towards our north. Now, that's not to say that the air quality is going to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination in Kittitas or Yakima counties. And it looks like we'll probably do with the same thing. Like I said, this is going to be sort of the state of play over the next 48 hours at least. If you want to see how to stay safe during bouts of poor air quality, we have that posted online at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Now, we could see more smoke because we could see more fires over the coming days. Thursday through Saturday, more alert days in place because there will be dangerous fire weather. The vegetation going to be extremely dry for, we'll say, about like 80 to 90% of our viewing area from Thursday through Saturday. And we could see some lightning on top of that. So that's why this setup is looking dangerously close to what we saw last week, where we saw all the fires breaking out across the map. So we'll have some thunderstorm chances for both today and tomorrow. I'm thinking that the chances overall are going to be better for tomorrow. But for our mountain ranges, better chances for lightning in the Cascades for today. For tomorrow, there are going to be better chances of lightning in the Blues. And of course, you can see hour by hour rain chances, lightning chances for your exact home address location by downloading our weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. Any lightning fires that start would have the tendency to spread rather quickly as the wind gust, well, it's going to be gusty across the map for Thursday. It's going to be gusty across the map for Friday. And guess what? For Saturday, it's going to be gusty across the map once again. This time, these gusts, this is going to be the gustiest day we've seen in quite some time. So can't rule out human-caused fires as well. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, triple digits through Friday, dangerous fire weather lasting through Saturday. For Yakima, highs around 100 over the next few days, a thunderstorm or two possible Wednesday night, Thursday, and Thursday night. For Ellensburg, the winds start to pick up this evening with the windiest stretch of weather lasting through Saturday. For Hermiston, hazy to smoky over the next 48 hours at least, thankfully turning cooler by Saturday. Finally, for Walla Walla, dealing with heat, smoke, and dangerous fire weather over the next handful of days. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
In this morning's GMA First Look, phone a friend, because Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is back.
You have 30 seconds, and your time starts now.
Tonight, you can see Jimmy Kimmel and a star-studded crew of contenders play one of America's favorite games.
Everybody's playing for charity. How obnoxious would it be if we had celebrities on the show playing for themselves?
Kind of awesome, too, but still.
It would be, it would be fun if there was one celebrity. Actually, you know what? Last season, when Matt Damon played, he kept all the money. He said he was going to give it to charity. We have no evidence that he did.
And we'll have much more with Jimmy Kimmel coming up at 7 a.m. And you can see the season premiere of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire tonight, right here on ABC.
I kind of know it.
I agree with you.
Okay, don't take my word for it.
With your GMA First Look, I'm Chris Connolly, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Even if you have moderate to severe eczema, you can feel the rhythm, feel the flow. And Dupixent helps you feel the heal. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Some adults saw fast itch relief after the first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Many even saw 90% clear skin. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Stay ahead of eczema and help heal your skin from within. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent today.
Now, the morning sprint.
A former U.S. attorney in Washington state is suing the Trump administration. Former judge and longtime prosecutor Roger Rogoff was selected by a panel of federal judges as the state's top prosecutor for the Western District last week. He was then fired less than an hour later. The lawsuit asks for the Trump administration to abide by the judge's pick and argues Rogoff's firing violates the Constitution and gives President Trump the ability to rewrite law. In an unusual move Tuesday, the House of Representatives passed a spending bill that will avert a government shutdown at the end of September. The bill passed with 220 votes. House members approved the stopgap bill months ahead of schedule. It will fund the government through December 4th. That way, a shutdown will not take place before the midterm election. Into your business news this morning, the Cyclospora outbreak in parts of the country is having an impact on fast food restaurants. As Taco Bell was initially linked to the outbreak over tainted lettuce it had served to customers, a data analysis platform called Placer AI reports foot traffic at Taco Bell dropped nearly 17% on July 15th. And when the federal government publicly identified the chain as a possible cause of the outbreak, foot traffic dropped nearly 19%. Other fast food restaurants like Subway, Chipotle, Cava, and Panera Bread have all seen a drop in customers since the outbreak. Novo Nordisk is suing Eli Lilly over what the company is claiming are deceptive TV ads. Novo Nordisk makes the GLP drug Wegovy, and Eli Lilly makes Zpound. The lawsuit says Eli Lilly's ads should be pulled because they unfairly compare low doses of Wegovy to the highest dose of Zpound. Eli Lilly says Novo Nordisk intentionally used outdated studies to make their claims of better weight loss results. Into your health news, 6 beluga whales from Canada have a new home. They safely arrived in the U.S. and will now live at SeaWorld in San Antonio and the Shedd Aquarium in Chicago. The whales are part of a large pod of 30 belugas living at Marineland of Canada, but the facility is now closed. Crews at SeaWorld and the Shedd Aquarium are currently working around the clock to look after the rescued whales, providing immediate care and getting them used to their new homes. And the death toll from Legionnaire's outbreak in New York City has gone up again. City health officials said Tuesday that a 5th person has died. The outbreak has centered on the city's Upper East Side, where 82 cases have been reported. 8 people remain hospitalized, and the city's health commissioner says workers are continuing to monitor the situation, but he said that there have been no new cases in 6 days. Into your sports news, Sunny Lee wants to add to her trophy shelf. The 2-time Olympian and gold medal winner returned to a gym in the Twin Cities area on Monday. She says she got her eye on the 2028 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. Lee originally told reporters after the games in Paris that she wasn't sure about coming back to the sport. But after thinking things over, she now says that she's ready. She adds that she loves training in the Little Canada, Minnesota area because this is where her family is. Also, a Los Angeles Lakers jacket found by a teen at a thrift store just sold at auction for nearly $90,000. 19-year-old Quinn Brown first spotted the jacket in someone else's arms at the Hillsboro, Oregon Goodwill. When that person changed their mind about buying it, Brown couldn't believe his luck. It only cost him $3. The jacket turned out to have been worn by Hall of Famer Wilt Chamberlain during the NBA Finals in 1972. Sotheby's authenticated it and conducted the auction.
All right, let's get to your fire watch for this morning. We're tracking 3 large fires in Umatilla County, but the Paradise Fire and the Horse Ridge Fire not posing any evacuations for now. So let's take a closer look at the fire that is posing evacuations. The Hagen Fire burning to the east of Gibbon, to the south of Bingham Springs. This one is now over 6,000 acres. No official word on containment, but we have a feeling it's probably pretty close to 0% just given the tough terrain that this is burning in. Active hotspots all over the map still being detected by satellite. Those level 3 go now evacuations remain unchanged for Bingham Springs to the south of there, to the east of Gibbon. Outside of that, level 2 be set. Outside of that, level 1 be ready. So still a threat to life and property here for all of these zones in Umatilla County. For these zones, this is where you have to be packed. You have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. And in these level 1 be ready evacuation zones, you need to be paying very close attention to the fire out that way. To know your zone in Umatilla County, go to protect.genesis.com/search. And as always, you can find more information about all these fires online at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
All right, getting into your top 5 local here, as the manhunt for Matthew Sussmilch is over. He was the man at the center of an Amber Alert out of Kennewick that went out on Saturday night for his 4-year-old daughter. Such Mills met our very own Austin Reed in the parking lot of the Kennewick Corrections Department late Tuesday afternoon before turning himself in. If you would like to see the full interview, you can visit AppleValleyNewsNow.com to hear exactly what Matthew said. Kennewick detectives have taken custody of Seth Milch at this time. And Pasco City Council paused new data center development for the next 6 months. During this time, the city will not process permits or business licenses for data center projects. Council member Leo Perales proposed the moratorium after residents raised concerns about how these facilities could affect the community. The city wants answers about power grid capacity, water resources, and wastewater agreements before moving forward. In Umatilla County, the Hagen Fire remains active 9 miles southwest of Tollgate, Oregon. Officials say it burned through Monday night, which led to spot fires. Subsequently, smoke jumpers were withdrawn from a nearby fire to the east. Officials believe the protection of structures were strengthened due to the State Fire Marshal's office providing additional resources. The Umatilla County Sheriff's Office says emergency shelter is available to residents at Blue Mountain Community College, which is located at 2411 Northwest Cardin Avenue in Pendleton. Yakima Police Department says several public safety trends are moving in the right direction. City leaders just received the police department's public safety quarterly update. Police Chief Sean Boyle told council that the city recorded 1 deadly traffic collision this quarter, which is down from 3 during the same period of last year. Boyle also said the city has seen 1 homicide so far this year, while officers continue to target impaired driving with more than 600 DUI arrests made last year. In Sunnyside, the rules for accessing public records are now changing. Sunnyside City Manager Pat Haley says recent media exposure has triggered a flood of public record requests. The city is implementing a new policy where there will be 5 days for the city to respond to that request that was received, and after that time period, an estimate will be given of how long it will take to provide the information. Over into what's trending this morning, some passengers aboard a whale watching boat in Central California over the weekend were treated to quite a show in Monterey Bay.
Yeah, a pod of killer whales went after a group of dolphins.
And the passengers were aboard a Sanctuary Cruises boat.
At one point, an adult orca rammed a dolphin with enough force to blast it clear out of the water. The orca was fully airborne, and the dolphin was thrown into the air ahead of it.
And while orca sightings in this area are pretty common, witnessing this type of attack is pretty rare for whale watchers. I would say that sounds pretty rare. Is the dolphin okay? Is what I want to know.
Doesn't sound like it.
Doesn't sound like it's okay, the poor dolphin.
I would be really scared that the whale would crest over. You ever seen a video of a whale like cresting over a boat?
Yes, I have. In like every movie in the sea ever.
Yeah. So
I wonder how those whale watchers are. They were probably just like fascinated. Me, on the other hand, I would have been like, what's going on?
I'll see it from the shore with like a very strong pair of binoculars.
I'll stick to the video.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's go ahead and show you what we're tracking as you're headed out the front door this morning. Air quality has gotten worse. You see the 2 plumes of smoke, they've kind of combined. So now we're seeing from Grant County all the way through Franklin County into Walla Walla County, Umatilla County. Now one continuous area of air quality that's unhealthy for sensitive groups, and it's now just straight up unhealthy for places like Moses Lake and Ritzville and for Pendleton. So if you can limit your outdoor exposure, that would be a really good option for today, especially given that it could be one of the hottest days of 2026 that we'll talk about in just a second. But look, I mean, it's 6:56 in the morning and 74 degrees already in Hermiston, 72 for Walla Walla, 67 for Yakima. One of the coolest spots on the map is the Tri-Cities, sitting at 65 degrees. So a little bit later today, lower elevations should bounce between 100 to 105, going with 104s for the Tri-Cities and Hermiston. Now look, could be a little bit cooler than that the thicker the smoke is. So that's, if there is a silver lining at all to smoke, it would be that it could keep us a little bit cooler. But I would rather there be good air quality, and I would rather the temperatures not be close to 105. But these are the cards that have been, if we could put the big weather stories back up real quick. The big weather stories, it's going to be hot, it's going to be smoky, and then we could, to add insult to injury, we could see additional fires sparking up a little bit later in the week.
Well, Josh, looking like lots of smoke still. Lots of smokes.
Yeah, dog days of summer.
Dog
Here we
days
are.
of summer, like you've been saying. All right, well, everyone stay safe out there. It was great to have you here for Good Morning Northwest. You can always see the latest on AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Yeah, Good Morning America is up next, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Enjoy your day. Stay inside if you can.
Yes.
Keep it cool. Again, if you have a pre-existing respiratory illness, that smoke, you don't want to be out in it. So to see how to stay safe from the heat, see how to stay safe from the smoke, you can go online to AppleValleyNewsNow.com.